Hey, welcome back to Hardy Brothers Outdoors. It is a cold, blustery day here in November. I tried to shoot this video earlier in the week and it was 70 some degrees. I had shorts on and my buddy showed up and we decided to go hit the woods and do some hunting. So it's rut right here in southeastern Ohio, so got a lot of tree stand time. Today I wanted to talk about some new products that I got. Recently we had almost a whole cherry tree fall in the back, and as I was wrangling chainsaws and dealing with all of that, there was a couple different things that I decided to purchase. One was this Greenworks Pro electric chainsaw. I wanted something I could just throw in the side-by-side or in the tractor and go. We have trees falling all the time, covering our trails, and it's a hassle to come back for them. You know, we have limited time down here at our cabin, so we just don't have the time to just run around and do things, you know, like we would if we were here all the time. So I did a full review on that. I'll leave a link for that for those of you that are curious about the 80-volt chainsaws. This one is quite impressive, and I have a lot of the tools. But that's not really the point of today's video. I wanted to talk about Sawhaul, and I got this for our tractor. We're planning to get one for Jason's tractor, and we're planning to put them on the Solis tractors as well. And I'm also planning to get one for our side-by-sides. So I reached out because I had a company on Amazon reach out to me to offer me a knockoff version of this saw carrier for your tractor. And it reminded me of a lot of the posts that I've seen in the John Deere forums, the 2 Series forums about the best way to carry a chainsaw. And I remembered this company, Sawhaul, and I remembered that they were a US-based company. So I reached out to them to discuss, you know, understand their products, understand kind of their philosophies. I talked to Stacy, who does a lot of the customer service, and I also got a chance to meet Kenny, who's the founder and the inventor of Sawhaul. And the story goes, he put his saw, very expensive saw, in the bucket like we all do, and he was driving along, hit a hole, saw came out, and he ran over it. I can totally see that happening. I've dumped my stuff out of the front bucket plenty of times, but it also takes time or takes space up from the wood that I usually would bring back as well. So the other day when I was up here starting to mess around with the Greenworks saw, I just realized I need a carrier for my tractor. And the series of events that led up to that kind of opened the door for me to talk to the Sawhaul folks. Their website is gearhaul.com because they sell more than just the Sawhaul now, but I think that was their founding product. So we talked, and I got their new snap lock system, and this allows the saw to pivot, but more importantly, it provides you with a bracket that stays on the tractor full time, and one that actually comes off with the scabbard, and you can move this. So we can move it between the side-by-sides. You can buy a mount for your garage to where you hang your saw when you're done, and basically you just grab it and go. And with the snap lock is also, you know, this very heavy-duty scabbard. What I understand is a lot of the competitors are using a really, you know, flimsy piece of plastic, probably like the one that I have, the scabbard I have on my Uniforest winch is just a lightweight sleeve just to keep your teeth from getting chewed up. So I'm going to do a quick installation on this. I am going to point out that you can get these on their website. You can get them on Amazon. We'll put a link to Amazon and a link to their website as well. And they do first responder and military discounts. There's a lot of really cool stuff that they're doing as a company that was kind of inspiring to me. So I'm going to install that, and then I've got this product, which I'm not going to show you till we get up there to start cutting. It's not anything significant, but it's going to help me with all of my wood piles that keep falling over, I think. So I'll show you what that is. Let me get this installed real quick, and it's going to be super easy. There's basically this bracket, and you need to let them know about your tractor when you purchase, because you need to make sure that you've got the right measurements for everything to line up. But that's going to go through this bracket. No, that's going to go through this bracket, attach real quick with 2 3/4 inch lock nuts, And that's it. It couldn't be any simpler. So let's get it installed. So I mentioned that we do a lot of reviews on Amazon. We get a lot of free products. This Dowax impact wrench is something that I think I'm going to give away in the future. We've been doing some giveaways on some nice knives from Sharper Edges, but I think I'm going to give this away because they're going to send me actually 2 of them. And so I thought that might be something that tractor-minded folks could use. So let's get this on. I'm going to get those started by hand. And then we'll turn on. An impact wrench is a little overkill, so I just got to make sure I don't over tighten these. The other thing on the installation is you want to make sure you put it in a spot that is not going to be impacted by your arms going up and down. So I've got the arms all the way down. We should be in good shape here. Get it nice and level. Okay, so we're nice and tight there. This piece is going to just slide down. There's a, show you this. There's one pin here. You can rotate your saw to give it more space and be out of the way of the, if you have a longer bar, which we've got an 18-inch bar. We got the 20-inch scabbard. They make, I think, up to maybe a 36-inch. But anyway, you can angle it away. And then on the side, there is a little push pin. That's what lets the snap lock in and out. So let's just put it on up and down, push this little nubbin in, and we're in. Okay, so now we got to add the scabbard. Okay, so the other day when I was doing this, I was like, why is the scabbard not going in there? Part of their system is they have these little ledges on the side that allow it to go in and not come out, so the scabbard goes in and stays in. I also want to point out they have a lot of different colors: yellow, green, blue, red, a burgundy, or like a maroon, orange, so they can match your tractor as well. But we just wanted to go with the black, so we did black. So what they said was you can squeeze in on this and it'll slide down in there. I'm worried about pinching my fingers, because then I gotta deal with that for however long before they heal. So oh, there we go. That went a lot easier than I thought. So that slid right in. Let's see how the chainsaw looks. So there you go. That's it. I like it. Let's try to turn it a little bit away. Maybe we turn it, rotate it that way. So you can see where my tire is here. You might have to adjust and tilt it the opposite direction, which the way I put my bolts in looks like it's interfering. I'd have to move it slightly to make that a little bit wider. I watched something the other day talking about why you have all the chain oil leaking all the time. I need to go back and watch it again because I'm pretty tired of having grease everywhere. All right, we're going to get up the hill. I'm going to show you the other product that I had. All right, first use of the Sawhaul, and there we go. I like that. Very nice. All right, let's check out what this other product is that I have. And it's not that complex of a product. In fact, I'd say it's a super simple concept. I wish I would have come up with it myself. So one of the things, so what do we have in here? I mentioned I'm tired of my wood piles falling over, and the reason they've been falling over is every piece of wood is cut to a different size. So I was looking for a easy system for measuring firewood as I'm cutting it, and I found this on Amazon. And when I opened it the other day, I was pleased with the, let's just tell you real quick about this. Not used it yet, but we're going to use it, and I like the concept, so it seemed pretty easy. And I'm pretty sure with the way that Sawhaul works, I'll be able to leave the bracket on there. ARC Manufacturing out of South Wales, New York. Small family-owned business. Looks like it's on Amazon, Shopify, eBay, and ARC Manufacturing. So anyway, the approach is quite simple here. You take the bolt closest to the chain bar off, you replace it with this, you slide the nylon in, give it a yank, and by default this should give you about an 18-inch length piece of wood. But because it's nylon, you can cut it down to whatever size you want. And I think what I'm going to do, we use a smaller size log in our solo stove. So I think I'll just use a Sharpie. It comes with two, so I would be fine if I cut one, but I think I'll use the Sharpie method, see how that works. So installation is simple. Here's the kind of interesting thing. The Greenworks, which I love, has this wrench in the back. Now, I could tighten from this top, but I can't tighten from the bottom there. So I went ahead and grabbed an open face wrench here, and we'll just do it with that. So no fault of anybody, but that does change the game on whether or not I can just use the tools that come with the saw. So you got a washer, and to take that out, you just push it back in. So I think those are like the John Guest. That's like the plumbing that you would have on there's some plastic plumbing pieces. Oh, well, that comes off too. How about that? I didn't realize that. So then I could use this wrench. Hey, looky there. So everything I need is right there on the Greenworks. How about that? Okay. Let's go check this out. I measured it before, and it should be close to 18. But let's put a tape on it just to see what it is. So I've seen all kinds of other marking systems, chalk, rollers. I think Mike Morgan's used a couple different ones. We are at 18 and 1/8. So as they said, out of the box, it's ready to go on 18-inch logs. So we're going to try this out. Let's get on it. Let's get on it. I bought a bunch of these. It's been a couple years now, and I have them everywhere. It was like 24 pair for something cheap, I forget, but that's one of those things. Tape measures and safety glasses. I have them everywhere because I can never find them when I need them. And let's check out. Our Greenworks is fully charged. Let's go. So I'd say this thing works pretty good. This is the ARC manufacturing measuring stick. Like I said, it pops off easily. Very ingenious. And you can cut the nylon rods. I'm not sure if they sell them in longer options. I think they might. If you're considering switching to lithium powered tools, cordless or battery operated tools, I'm super thrilled with the Greenworks. This chainsaw is fantastic. We started with a mower, went to a blower, trimmer, edger, hedge trimmer, and I just ordered a snowblower. So great for the family, everybody can use them. And yeah, this Greenworks 80 volt, 18-inch chainsaw is eating through this cherry like nothing. There we go. That was productive. What was that, about an hour maybe? Not even an hour. We got the rest of that cherry cut up. The Greenworks did great. Happy to have the Sawhaul installed. I know this full battery on this will last me anywhere I need to go. And I see this being a part of my equipment when I go out into the woods with the tractor or the side-by-side. So Sawhaul, check them out. They're on gearhaul.com or on amazon.com. We have a link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Maybe next time we'll get the splitter out and get all this cherry cut up. But we appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us a comment below. What do you like? What don't you like? I know I did a lot of kind of product features today, but you know, those are things that we're going to be relying on, and we like these products, so I thought I'd share it with you. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.